everybody, welcome back. So in today's video, we're going to talk about pantry stock up from the Dollar Tree. I don't know about you guys, but this year I'm all about being prepared. I want to stock my pantry. I want to stock my medicine cabinet. I want to just be prepared for anything. So if you guys watched my last video, I did a pantry stock up on Dollar General. Now Dollar General has tons of products. They're going to be $1, which is way cheaper than the Dollar Tree, but I'm a Dollar Tree shopper. I love shopping at Dollar Tree. So I'm going to share with you guys my favorite pantry food items that my family uses that we absolutely love. And like I said, I'm stocking up the pantry just in case we have another ice storm or we get sick or what have you. We can go into the pantry and it's stocked. So let's go ahead and jump right into this video. I want to talk about this. This is my family's favorite refried beans. Now you can get it pretty much everywhere. The prices are going to vary, but you're pretty much going to pay $1.25 pretty much everywhere you go. Walmart's about $1.19, which isn't too bad. They used to be 99 cents, but this is the best refried beans. So all you have to do is put it in the microwave for about 40 seconds, 60 to 40 seconds, depending. Let's see what it says here. 1 minute. So it just depends on your microwave, but this is the best. They are so creamy, so good, and this is always a big staple in our pantry. The refried beans are by far the best refried beans you will ever taste. My kids go crazy for these. They literally taste like restaurant style beans. So you can find them at the Dollar Tree. I would definitely stock up. Now, one thing that I didn't know, it comes in a can. I've never seen this, and so I've decided to get it because this stuff is so good. So refried beans are a really good stock up. You get 1 pound in the can, and it looks like 15.2 ounces in the bag. So this is really good. All you have to do is put it in the microwave. You don't need a bowl or anything, obviously. There's a little extra step with the canned beans, but I would highly recommend this brand. Trust me, you're gonna love it. Another good thing that my kids really love is the Spanish rice. It's another thing where you just put it in the microwave. All I have to do is just kind of mush it up to kind of mix it together, and then we set it in the microwave for about a minute, 60 seconds depending, and then you have really good Spanish rice. So it is fully cooked. It's got tomatoes and peppers, and you get 8.8 ounces for $1.25. That is really good. So I think Dollar Tree really has everyone beat in price, because if you're shopping at Walmart, they're going to be a little bit more than $1.25. Most type of rice that's microwavable in this type of little container is going to be around $2, $3, or even more. So definitely Dollar Tree has the right price. If you have a grocery outlet nearby, sometimes it's $1.25 and other times it's 99 cents, just depending. But this is such great. This is so good. I'm talking, you put this together, this and this, and then have a tortilla. You're easy peasy. It's the best bean burrito. It's so good. Add a little chicken or meat. So we really stock up on that stuff. Another thing is the long grain rice and the chicken flavored rice. This is super good. Again, really good stock up for your pantry. It's an easy, quick side when you don't know what to do. You're like, oh gosh, I'm busy. You have something in the slow cooker and you're like, no, I got rice. We have rice. We can make rice bowls. Just really easy. The same thing with these type of containers. You just want to mix the rice around, kind of break it because it's kind of in a block. And then you want to put it in the microwave and it's good to go. So I grab tons of the chicken and then tons of the long grain white rice. They also have jasmine rice at your Dollar Tree. So I would say stock up on the rice. It's really good, especially if you lose power. You always take this on a camp stove and heat it in the bag. I mean, so many different things you can do with this. So I really like the rice. Okay. Now, if you watch the Dollar General stock up haul, it was, the soup was $1, which is really, really good. Well, Dollar Tree obviously has soup, but I want to let you guys know that they have the bigger can. So you want to look for the 30% bigger can for $1.25. That is a great price considering everywhere else is going to be way more than $1.25 for the soup. Just look for the bigger. So they do have the smaller cans of soup, but you want to look for the bigger cans because obviously that's where you're going to be saving some money. So the chicken with rice, the vegetable beef is another good stock up that I have always in my pantry. We'll always have soup and stuff because it's just easy. If we lose power, you can do cook stove, you can do so many different things. Soup's just an easy, basic backup to have. So just look for the bigger cans and you'll be all set. Okay, another thing that I do love to stock up on is this. So it's just the apple filling and the cherry filling, but I have a grocery outlet nearby and they always have like pie crust for like 99 cents for 2, and so it's just an easy little thing. I can make like apple turnovers or cherry turnovers. I can make homemade apple muffins and cherry muffins. It's just a basic thing that I like to stock up on. And everything that I'm sharing with you today, you guys, we use. This is stuff that I constantly buy at the Dollar Tree. Every time I go into the Dollar Tree, when I do my Dollar Tree hauls, I buy like 3 extra cans of this, or I'll go in and I'll buy like 2 extra little bags of rice so that I can get my pantry nice and stocked. But this is really, really good. It's just a basic thing that we always have, and a little treat here or there. Okay, another thing that is really, really good, I stock up on this. This is the diced tomatoes. Now, if you have a grocery outlet nearby, which is kind of like a discount grocery store, which I love, a lot of times you can find this for 50 cents, which is great. But for the most part, most stores have them for $1.25 or more, depending. I know Walmart might be a little bit cheaper, but I love this. We put this when we do homemade rice, when I do chilies, when I do soups. I mean, we use diced tomatoes all the time for so many different things. So I love to stock up on the diced tomatoes, and it's a big can. It's a 28 ounce, whoa, can of, it almost came flying out to you guys. Oh my gosh. 28 cans of diced tomatoes. This is a definitely big staple. Another thing that I will stock up on is the whole tomatoes. I like to have options. So like I said, stews, chilies, there's so many recipes that take this, and so I love it. We use this pretty much for everything. So, and again, a 28 ounce for the whole peeled tomatoes, and then the diced tomatoes. This is another thing that's always in my pantry. I have tons of this stuff. And I like to stock up because stuff like this, it's just so easy. And when, you don't get paid till next week and you're like, well, what do? We can go in the pantry and be like, we've got rice, we've got beans, we've got this. We can make that food last. And it just works out really, really well. Another thing that I always do get, my chicken stock and beef broth, I always get it at Dollar Tree because honestly, it's cheaper than a lot of places. Now, sometimes Walmart will have a rollback and you'll get this for $1, or you'll get this like for 50 cents or $1 at your grocery outlet. But for the most part, and especially if you don't want to be driving all the way around all everywhere, Dollar Tree is not bad for $1.25. So I always use this because it seems like every recipe that I use calls for either broth, beef broth, and chicken broth. And so for $1.25, I think that's great. You get 32 ounces. This is just a great staple to have in your pantry. So it's just, all these things are just so good to have in your pantry. Okay. And the next thing I want to talk about are these beans. This is such a great price. You get 29 ounces for black beans. That is such a great price. I think it's definitely a good price. Now, sometimes Walmart can be cheaper depending, but I always, when I go into the Dollar Tree, I always try to pick up the biggest size can I can find because obviously that's where we're going to be saving our money. But black beans are a big staple. We put them in everything, taco bowls. I mean, you can do so many different things with black beans, and so I like to stock up on the cans of black beans, and for 29 ounces, it's pretty big. So I have tons of those. Okay, another thing that I like to stock up on, my son really loves chili beans. Chili beans are kind of expensive. Some go for like $3 for a little can. I'm like, that is... And the way, if you guys have teenage boys, the way they eat, they want 4 cans. That's like 1 meal for them. And I'm like, that adds up. So for $1.25, I think it's great. You get 15 ounces. This is just a Southgate all beef chili with beans. My son loves this stuff. He's like, he loves chili. And so I always stock up this for him, easy, and at $1.25, I think that's a really great price. Another thing that I like to stock up on is the Cuban style black beans with garlic and lime sauce. This is really good. So Dollar Tree really has some really good things. You think, oh, it's just like junky stuff, but no, Dollar Tree has some great things. Yes, Dollar Tree has lots of junky stuff, but they have really good pantry items. So we use this on taco bowls. If I want to do like a taco soup, I'll add this in. So for $1.25, that I mean, pretty darn good, pretty darn good. Okay, another thing that I do stock up on is the pineapple slices. You have the little pineapple tiny chunks and then the sliced pineapple. If you guys watch any of my grocery hauls, I do buy a lot of cheese pizza. And the reason why I do that is because we do not waste anything in this house. Like, we eat everything. We will not make another meal until that last, dinner is done. I'm very strict over here with food. So if I have extra chicken or if I have extra ground beef or peppers or whatever, well, then we're going to use all that and we're going to put it on a pizza. And I like to have this on backup because we can add pineapple. So if we have a little bit of bacon, a little bit of chicken, bacon, chicken, and then pineapple, oh my gosh, it just makes it so easy to not like waste food doing that. We never waste food. So that's what we do. And so I like to add this type of stuff into my pantry. That way, if someone wants like a chicken pineapple pizza, we have it and we can eat up the stuff. So I always like to have this on backup for that. Okay, something, and I think you guys will be able to find because they're still at all of my Dollar Tree. So I want to briefly talk about this, is the Harvest. This is like the pizza sauce. This is so good. Great pizza sauce. I purchased a whole bunch of these. They're in the glass. Stuff like this was gonna cost you around $3.95, $4, $8. I mean, it just kind of depends. This is really good. We love to do homemade pizzas, and so this pizza sauce is it. I mean, for $1.25. So I did stock up on that. That way I have a whole bunch of flour and stuff and sourdough and stuff, so I can make my own pizza crust, and then we can have the pizza sauce, and then any leftover food, I can do that. And the marinara sauce, this is one of my favorites. It is so good, and for $1.25, I cannot believe it, because you guys know marinara sauce is quite expensive. It can literally go up to like $9 or $10 for one jar. No. Stock up on this. It's really good. I love to have marinara sauce on hand. You can do so many different things, and I just stock up on that because that is such a great price. And the other thing that I want to talk about is the Texas style cornbread. This is the best cornbread. You get quite a bit. You get 16 ounces. This is so good. It does take 3 eggs and milk. Now you can also go into the Dollar Tree and get some of the shelf stable milk, which is really good. I have a few of those in my pantry just in case we run out of milk, power goes out, or what, you never know. And I have those on backup, and that's kind of what I use for this, for the baking. And it works great. It tastes great. It's wonderful. And this stuff is so good. So I do stock a lot of the cornbread in my pantry because we do a lot of soups and chilies and stuff, and having cornbread just kind of hits the spot. So I highly suggest going into your local Dollar Tree and look around. They do have so many good options for pantry food, and I'm telling you, it's the time. Let's stock up, let's be prepared, and we'll have food in our pantry and we won't have to worry about it. If we have another ice storm or if we get sick and we can't go to the store, we have some stuff on backup. Hopefully this video helped in some sort of way. Thank you guys so much for taking the time and spending with me, and I'll talk to you guys next time. Bye.